I'm going to go grab a coffee in a minute, but I wanted to do a quick little get ready with me talking about my hair loss journey because it's something I get asked about every single day. So I want to cover some facts, give a little bit of context as to what I experienced. I first started losing my hair when I was probably about 17, to be completely honest. I knew it was happening, but I was just in denial because I was so young. I was like, surely that's not the case. I just thought it was me getting older, my forehead just getting bigger. And my hairline changing because my mum has a high hairline, so I thought, oh, it's fine, like I'm just getting my mum's lovely genes, like surely there's no problem. It started to get worse and worse and worse, and during this time I was dyeing my hair pretty much every other week, which really was not helping the process. I've always said with hair loss, I think one of the most important stages to it, and that's not even the medication or anything, it's actually just accepting that it's happening, because the minute that you accept it, you can then start to figure out what's happening and how you can fix it, basically. Because I went through a bit of a shitty experience where I was refusing to really accept it and deal with what was happening for a good probably 4 months, and within that 4 months it got very, very bad. And if I just got on the minoxidil and finasteride earlier, it wouldn't be so much of a problem as to what it become. Understandably, I was 19. I was 19 when it got really bad. Could barely afford to get minoxidil and finasteride, so I tried to find every other way to do it. But minoxidil costs about £50 and the finasteride is £12, and I was on such a low wage back then, so I was spending like a big chunk of money from my wage just to ensure that I could try and grow my hair back. Thankful to that version of myself for doing something about it and not just letting it happen. Because everyone always says, oh, just shave your head, but that's not the option for some people. Some people look great with a bald head, others look like Tic Tacs. Fair, compared to when I was younger, I feel like it's a lot more accepted to go bald now. Like, a lot more people are open about it. There's a lot more people getting hair transplants and stuff. Like, it's not a whole secret thing. It's just a known fact that people do that, and it shouldn't be something that people should hide. I think I saw someone from Love Island, I can't remember his name, but he was talking about how it's, you know, you just accept that it's happening, you find a way around it, and that's what you work with. And that's the best way to do it, because if you sit there denying it when it's actively happening in front of everyone, you do kind of look stupid for it, just sitting there saying that it's not happening. And the main reasons I do talk about it on social media is because I understand how mentally, not only just physically does it change your appearance, but mentally it changes your mood, it changes your approach to things, it changes when you go out. You feel like you just have to hide yourself as much as possible because you don't want people to see. And even though these people are never going to see you again, it's still scary, and you don't want to be perceived in a way that you're not. I felt so disgusting, and I didn't want anyone to see me. Thankfully, I say thankfully, well, it was thankfully, to be fair, because I lost my hair during winter, so I could just wear beanies and stuff, and I could hide it all under that. In terms of the products, so I use minoxidil and finasteride. I use the minoxidil foam that I put on my hair morning and night, obviously, and then you fill it to half of it, and you just put that into the areas of your hair that you basically lost your hair. And I always put it all within my hairline, into my little temples, that's where I lost most of my hair, and then just in the central bit of my scalp, because again, that's where I was losing my hair. It was more, I wasn't necessarily losing it from the back, it was just the front. If it was from the back, I feel like I wouldn't have actually cared that much, to be honest, until someone would have been like, oh, bald spot, and then I would have panicked a little bit. I believe one of the main reasons that a lot of men will not admit to trying to fix their hair problems, or they don't want to fix their hair problems, is because they don't want it to look feminine. They don't want it to make it look like they're caring about their appearance. But men, it's okay to care about your appearance. It's absolutely fine. And I'm saying that as I'm literally putting makeup onto my face. But it's okay to care about your appearance and feel good about yourself. And to be honest, I'm so proud of myself for actually committing to growing my hair back, because there was a point where I thought, well, this is it. I never knew there was a cure for it, I guess. I just kind of assumed that once it happens, and then that's it. You're stuck. But that really isn't the case. It really isn't the case, and I want more people to know about it, because more people deserve to not feel like shit. Because when I first started losing my hair, at that point, I was looking for a job, and I'd basically studied graphic design for 3 years, and I just couldn't get a job in it, and I was panicking because I was like, I focused so much of my time onto a career I don't even know if I'm going to get into. So whilst I was losing my hair, I was also being rejected from literally every single job interview I ever had. And my self-esteem, my confidence, everything about me by that point, I had lost it. There was nothing that really had me motivated to keep going. And then I found the solution for my hair, and I was like, well, this is something to stick to. This is something that I can document, and this is something that I can later on in 2 years' time look back and think, well done, like thank you for doing that. And I'm so thankful to myself. And if you are at that point in your life where you feel like you are losing your hair and you want to do something about it, I cannot urge you enough to at least try. And it's not saying that it works for everyone. For some people it doesn't work, and it is just an unfortunate thing. I'm fortunate that it worked for me, but I think there is a lot more people it works for than people that it doesn't work for. The medication itself, it is a controversial thing. Finasteride does have side effects that you can read into yourself. I have not had any of those side effects, so I am absolutely fine. I have had no side effects from anything. Nothing has ever changed my life. If anything, the only side effect is I feel a lot more confident about myself. I hope my advice has helped enough, and if anyone has any more questions, then let me know. I'm going to go get my coffee, so bye.